What's going on? We are live. Let's get in here and discuss. What's going on, Zimmy Jim? It's just you and I, buddy. Just sent out some more little tweets, so we'll see what's going on. Ryzen, what's going on? Nice to see you. Bill, Wiley, Craig. Not much going on. Actually, I've been really busy getting a symbol list together for the crypto software. I wanted to add a bunch more. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? I better give a few wrenches away. I got some familiar names here. So give me just a quick second. We'll get not much new to add. I mean, I said I thought we'd continue higher. Don't be selling anything. So that's still somewhat been the right call. XLM extended the gains here. A few other coins are still looking good. What's up, Tom? I hear you, Ryan. Hopefully we turn these things around. Newbies are getting popular. What's up, Roni? So we just almost touched the 7,600 level. This is the 15-minute chart. As you know, I still think volume looks good. If we bring in the crypto software, still working on it, but this is the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index. So you can see that volume, this was yesterday's volume, so one of the better green bars since these back here. So volume still coming in. We got some volume today, still supporting. Again, we're still checking on OP force technometer numbers to see if they're reliable. But I don't really have any issue with the volume yet, so it looks like volume is good enough to try to keep this rally moving forward. So as you know, we just did almost a 7,600, fell off a quick 130. What's up, K9? Let's give Owl the Owl a wrench. And we can go through any charts anybody's asking about, but I still think, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit Elliott Wave. I get a little bit of grief about it because I own Wyckoff. As everybody knows, I don't have consolidated volume. It's hard to talk completely Wyckoff. Elliott Wave has called this, so we've got a 1-2, and now we're just working on this wave 3, which should have higher to go. Not selling XLM, that's not a good one. XLM's been having a nice run here. So I will go over a few more coins here in a minute. I just think that this rally is continuing up probably to that 7,800 level. Maybe we stop right before that, do some consolidation, bust through it later. Maybe we go through 7,800 and then have some consolidation. But I still think we'll continue to work higher. I was hoping Bitcoin would hold yesterday's rallies, and basically it's moved sideways to higher, so no issue. Go through a few more here. Bitcoin Cash extending its gains. Did get through the previous high, which I was hoping for, so I like the way that looks. Dash 269, no problem there. Classic, a little slow here. I would have expected it to got through 19, but I don't really think any big concern. Ethereum, a little slow here today. Should have been able to got back to that 520, so I'm guessing still just some backing and filling. Litecoin ran up to 95, so I don't think there's no issues there. Neo trying to get that 41 level, so I'm just hoping a lot of these coins are going to do little sideways here and then spurt to another new high for this move. What's up, Karoli? Bitcoin I haven't looked at much, but it's starting to come alive a little bit. XRP 51.5, still doing okay. ADA another 10%. That was one. Well, yesterday we were sitting around the 15 level. So there again, be careful selling some of these. I think they can keep working higher. And my video's frozen again. I think we fixed the video maybe. Let's see if it pops back up here. Maybe I should close a few more windows. Let's see if that's a problem. I've got a lot of windows open, so I close another few. So, as I was saying, an ADA, perked up again overnight and extended gains nicely. So I still think that's the case. Some of these will continue to surprise the upside. We got BAT USD continuing to work higher off the Coinbase news. Here's CVC, someone asked about. Took out its previous high, so I guess any coin is kind of doing that I'm okay with. Let's kind of go out to the 1 hour. A lot of these coins can do a lot more to the upside. Decred 74.70. Working higher still. Digibyte still couldn't get through the 46 there. The 4.5 cent. Still like Digibyte. Dogecoin. What's cracking there? I'm not sure what that was. Haven't been paying attention to Doji, but that was a nice spike on some big volume. Adam wants to know why I'm looking at them in USD. I think it's easier to trade. There's two ways to look at that. I mean, if I find charts easier to trade, easier to analyze versus USD. So yeah, if they're underperforming Bitcoin, I guess they're losing value versus Bitcoin. But Bitcoin lost a ton of value off the highs, so I don't know if that's just a good way to look at it. I think it's easier to monitor USD and see the points. And yeah, we're definitely not losing value. So these things, US dollar value, have had big rallies. So I really will continue to. The software is going to have USD, USDT, and also BTC. But you're going to see me mostly talk about USD. What's up, Alex? I did get your email. I'll get to that here. Al Carpio says it feels like brothers coming back from war. I hear that. Let's go through a few more here. But I've had a little bit of GNT. A little slower than what I'd appreciate there. MAID keeps working higher. It's going back for that 50 cent level, so I like the way MAID's acting. I don't own much of that though. We've got Strat USD up 6%. It's extending its gains. Happy about that. VAN USD. We talked about that being slow. It continues to be. It's got some work ahead of us. Then we got the big one for today, XLM. That one too would work perfectly. Yesterday it was sitting there, I believe, about 24 cents when we were live, and now we went up to 33. So I think XLM looks really good here. 12,000 bit blaster. I don't know I guess Matt hasn't launched that yet. He hasn't been live, I don't think, in a week. So I guess he's shown what that's going to be. It looks like it's just going to be news and charts and a place to sit around. So could be cool. We've actually got a website we're working on that's going to be more just for the hardcore trader. So what's up, Dominic? probably, not much entertainment, just hardcore charts, analysis, etc. is really more where our wheelhouse is. And then we've got Zen still, 2710. That one's a little bit higher than when we broadcasted yesterday, holding in nicely. ZRX, buck 28, perked up higher and still doing well. So we like ZRX as well. And then XMR USD, up to the previous high here. I'd expect that to continue to spurt higher here on the next run. TRX USD, it perked up as well. Been a laggard, but again, one I think will probably get chased. Linda, I don't see. Well, Linda's on, what exchange is that? I don't follow Linda that closely. Nick will be all over that. I'm guessing he might be busy at the moment. Oh, there he is. Asking people to sell their Zen so he can buy more. Might not happen. And you're right, there's coin market cap. Linda is sitting down here not doing anything. Maybe digesting its gains. I haven't followed that one close technically. It's not on some of my services. I'm not sure what to think of Linda here. I think Nick will tell you he still likes it. And you're correct, ETC is not mooning. That's probably the one that, I couldn't figure out here recently. That one held support really well. But again, I think some of these coins, about the time you turn away from them, you'll see them rally a few bucks on you. Yep, I showed Vertcoin a little bit ago. Vertcoin's coming alive. 1 hour chart. Again, some of these just come alive when you're not looking, I think. So that's the ETC 1 hour. A nice rally off the news, held support at 16, which I thought would be strong. I still think that one will surprise the upside. We got Bitcoin 74.13. 5-minute chart, you can see it's came off the last 20 minutes or so. Somewhere here, if you're looking at Elliott Wave, you're probably going to call that a, somewhere here, this could have been a wave 3. We could be just working on a wave 4. And it could probably extend down to that 7,200 level on, even if we fall right here. So that wouldn't concern me. Here's XVG USD. That's the 5-minute. That one trying to get above the previous high as well. Obviously, we know that one's been a dog, but it could come back here, I think, as well. Get above this previous at 0.028 or so, where it touched almost 15 minutes ago. See if we can go. I'm the Wyckoff guru for sure. This is not a possibility of a massive Wyckoff accumulation. I mean, I definitely think that is the case. So if we go back to Bitcoin, go back to the 1 day. I mean, Elliott Wave, I've been saying I think we're doing a 4. We're headed to new highs. And then if you hold on here. We get rid of all the draws on it. I mean, I had said this looks like a selling climax, automatic rally, secondary test. Here we came down for a spring. We tested it, and now we're headed back up in the middle of the range. So I think all of this is accumulation, and I think we're headed higher. And then again, hold on here 1 second. I mean, I said, the volume the last 2 days, I think is supporting it well enough to come out of here. So I do think you're right, Adam. I'm going to wrench you, Adams. Right, referencing the BTC. What's going on, Carl? If it's all an accumulation, this will become an historic Wyckoff chart. I'd agree, and I think it is accumulation. So, and again, if you throw a little bit of Elliott wave in, which I said I've used in the past for really just to confirm or how big a move. I mean, this accumulation can take us back to the highs, which is basically what Elliott wave would be saying. So I use it just really to confirm things. ETC, I still think goes a lot higher. I mean, I think it goes to new highs as well. So I guess I think, it'll go to 50. I think we got to trade it on the way up, make sure things continue to look well. But so far, I'm impressed. In the last month, that low I think was made in a good fashion. So with volume, etc. Because everybody knows I'm definitely friendly here. On the short term, I said yesterday, I mean, I don't think you want to see any overlap back down here in the 6,900 level or so. That would extremely concern me if we fall back to 6,900. I think 71.50 or so should be support on the way on any pullbacks now. Litecoin, go back to a 4-hour. I mean, definitely, Litecoin's a little underperformed Bitcoin. So this is a little harder to call that a spring and a test. But, I think with the emotion and cryptos, etc., I would still try to call that accumulation as well. Just not one of the strongest coins to come back, but I think it'll catch up. Stunner, I know you're looking for 100. I don't want to scare everybody how bullish we might be. So, yeah, we could see it up to 100 on classic. I mean, I've got some Elliott wave guys I respect. They're looking at huge numbers to the upside. So, I don't want to say all that and be called, the guy that's calling for extreme bull market here. But I am looking for much higher. I'm looking for institutional money. Nick and I talk about it every night. So. These things, once they dig in here, people will start to chase them again. And as that poll last night on CNBC, I mean, 75% of people thought we couldn't get above 7,000 when we was at 6,800. I think that shows you that everyone's bearish. I think everyone's bearish. The trolls have been out. People, I think we've wiped everybody out. We're ready for a bull run. I did not hear about the Brad Sherman being an idiot. I said I've been pretty busy trying to get symbols lists together for the new software. I mean, the Elliott Wave guys I really respect would be ElliottWave.com, which is Robert Prechter and his group. And then I also, what is it, ElliottWave.net? Those guys over there, I think are pretty good. I don't follow them like that. And I really do a lot of Elliott Wave on my own because, again, I try to use the Wyckoff, and then if Wyckoff's looking for a big rally, I try to figure out how that fits into Elliott Wave. And again, I've been getting grief on people to see our YouTube channels where I've been talking all Elliott Wave, and that's because it's hard to talk about a chart. Just like right now, I've got Bittrex on Litecoin in front of me. There's no way we can discuss this volume. Bittrex's volume has been going down anyway. So I could bring up, let's say, Binance. Would look better for volume, but really you got to bring in volume from 89 exchanges. The misery index, I know that was down at 21 or so. I know it's still down at low levels, Tom Lee, I haven't seen him really give the exact number, but I know it's down. He did that thing on CNBC yesterday where he said we are below, well, we're 30% below the 200-day moving average. Whenever that happens, 6 months out, you get a 90% gain. So he'd be saying 6 months out from today, you got a double on your hands. So that takes us to 15,000 Bitcoin. I'd have no problem agreeing with that. I agree, most retail traders are dead and trolling on Twitter or YouTube. And I can see a pullback to 7,000, 7,100. I don't want to see 6,800 again. If we're really good, composite man, the bulls aren't going to let you get back into 6,800. You missed that chance. You missed that chance when you had lunch yesterday, if you're in the U.S. What, Nick's talking to EOS tonight, I believe? I mean, tomorrow night, talking to another gentleman. So yeah, if we're in a bull move right here and it's strong, we're not going to let 6,800, 6,900 Bitcoin people get back in. No way in hell. Not going to happen. Here is some news on U.S. House. I usually don't look at a lot of news, so. Not sure there's anything worth talking about there or not. And anybody interested on stocks, you can see this is a Wyckoff wave working towards a new high today. We're not overbought or anything yet. There's no real volume coming in, so I don't think this is a run of the roses. If I bring up our Wyckoff wave growth, which is more NASDAQ-y, comparing to what the NASDAQ has done. So this chart, a little bit better. I think we're probably staying in a trading range in U.S. stocks. I don't think we're heading sharply higher for now. So I'd have a few longs on, or I'd look to be buying another pullback. Didn't see your comment. There's a QQQ in our Pulse of the Market stock software. Really close to what the WWG is, the Wyckoff wave growth. You can see, I mean, the OP has continued higher, so we've got confirmation of volume. The force has turned up nicely, and we're not overbought. So I would think we could still work a little bit higher here. You could say, you can't say much. I mean, this isn't much accumulation. Would got us back to where we're at, a little higher. I've had some issues with trend line saving. There's the 3-year chart. I'm going to try to load 5-minute data going back 3 years. So again, I don't think we run away here. So I think some type of pullback. I'd be worried about putting money to work up here at these levels. On Stellar, I think I'd hodl here. I think if Bitcoin does a 7,800, 7,900, then maybe, and you got a few things you own that are spiking, I probably would trade them, try to get them back cheaper, a week later or something. But I don't think, as I said yesterday, yesterday you could have sold a few of these things and wish you wouldn't have. So, because yesterday, we were setting down here, I think, at this level here when I was live. So I think you'll find further strength in some of these coins. So again, I'd rather I'd rather time the sell versus Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin still works higher, which keeps people buying these things. Bitcoin ETF, what is it, August 10th, I still think? I think they'll okay it then myself. It'll be interesting how we trade into that area. So 3 weeks away. Hopefully we can get up to the 8,000 level, trade around violently there, and then try to head up higher from there. Around the 200-day at 9,000. Yep, kind of what I was just kind of saying. I'd agree with that. Here's Steam USD, lagging a little bit. There's Steam BTC. If you want to look at that, again, I'd rather look at the Steam USD. If we go on a little bit closer, 15-minute, I think we'll flag here and work higher. They could delay it, like you're saying. If they delay it out, I mean, I think it just brings some volatility, but I think Bitcoin will stay bid. I think buyers will stay around. So once again, Bitcoin, I would expect some type of sideways here and then new highs. So guys, I guess that's all. When the software is reliable, I'll probably get live on here and try to spend more time. Obviously, I think more people will be throwing random coins at me. I made the list together today of what I'm starting with, and then I'll add coins that people ask about. And, then I'd probably spend more time here. But for right now, I think I went over what's important. Any big volatility, I'll probably to jump on here. If I don't, head back to my main home. If I do, going live there is a little bit rougher. I own a home out in the middle of nowhere. I probably would do a quick recording. But if I'm in St. Louis, we get any action, I'll jump back on here. Hey, Steve. Otherwise, I got some work to do. I'll get back to my work and catch everybody later. Good night to India. We're selling a lot of courses on the stock side in India. A lot of bias Pakistan. I think somebody must have talked over there because getting people from everywhere. What's up, Elizabeth? Later, Beef, Fred, Dominic, Carl. We'll see you guys.